Hi ladies, today's video is on a review of the Clear Last Face Powder High Cover. So this is the powder itself. It comes in a, there's actually 4 variations of it. This is the blue one, the blue packaging, and this is supposedly for radiance, so to make your skin look brighter. And the 4 different powders also have slightly different colors in which they show on the packaging. So I've already thrown away the packaging, so I can't really show that. This has SPF 23 and PA++. Okay, it claims to be a powder foundation that gives you coverage but also sucks in oil and that sort of thing. So this is the packaging. Basically, it is this screw on top in which you can just screw off, and then inside there is this powder puff with this patent holder, and then you can just take it out, and this is the puff itself. That's the color of the powder. It's quite a nice packaging. I mean, the fact that it's a screw-on means that it's not going to pop open in your bag. You're not likely to have problem of the, the clasps like spoiling and you not being able to open it anymore. So onto the product itself. What I have on my face is actually the powder. However, this has been on my face since like 6 a.m. in the morning, and now it's going to be 6 p.m. so it's around 12 hours. I didn't do any blotting, I didn't do any touch up. It's just like this. Alright, so as you can see, if it's 12 hours, you're going to see some of this oil patches on the face. So I'm going to just show you how I clean up and patch up the whole face itself. Okay, so I have actually just used a spray on my face and wipe off the residual makeup. So I'm gonna like show you how I do my face with this powder. And this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Concealer. So I'm just going to apply it like under the eye and also around the nose area. This step is optional. I have some problem areas which I like to deal with, and for me, I prefer, if I'm using a powder foundation, I prefer to apply my cream or liquid concealers first. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I just spread it out. I just blend it in with this e.l.f. concealer brush. So after this, I'm going to apply the Clear Last powder. So I'm going to just use the puff itself, because I've realized that this puff actually works pretty well on its own. So I'm not going to use any of my brushes. And what you do is you just pat it on your face. So as you can see, I have a patch on my nose in which I can go in and pat. And I will also pat under the eye to set the concealer as well. So you can smooth it out for a more smooth application, and also bring it down to the neck a bit. Okay, so this is the effect of it first being applied. It's looking a little bit too light on my face right now because of the lighting. However, you can tell that this powder, actually there's some sparkles now that I see it in the mirror. I can see that there are sparkles on my face in the strong light that I have here, but I find that in natural light I don't really see the sparkles. Also, you'll find that this powder actually does have some quite some coverage. So for example, if on this side of the face I was to add another layer of powder, this would actually create quite a bit of coverage. So I would say that this actually gives you like medium coverage on application. Of course, it will fade, it will start to fade throughout the day, but on first application, you'll notice that immediately it gives you quite some coverage. Now, I actually find that this powder does not feel cakey. It does give you coverage, but it looks smooth on the face. It does not show that it has powder. Okay, however, for me, the color, if I bronze it up, it will work a little bit better for me because of the color. The color does not work very well. I'm just going to use this Body Shop bronze shade golden bronze bronzer. So this is a bronzer that has some sparkles in it. I'm going to use this to normalize the look on my face. So I'm going to use so I'm going to use this blush brush. Just going to take some of that bronzer and put it where the sun hits. Okay, so the bronzer actually looks pretty well with the Clear Last powder being this like smoother under it, so the quality of the skin looks quite good, and with the bronzer it actually can look quite healthy with this. Overall, what I think is that I think this powder is pretty cool. It does say that it's a bestseller and things like that, but I think that for the formula it is quite lightweight. Firstly, it is also true in that it covers any pores or it smoothens out your skin, and last of all, it does it does kind of give a bit of radiance because it's not a completely flat powder. However, I do find that the shimmer can be a bit distracting at times. And last of all, whether it's long wearing is one of the claims also. I think it is considered quite long wearing because if I was wearing this for only 5 hours and I had time to touch up, it would look a lot better than it did when I first started this video, because I've tried it on other days. However, for a 12-hour, that's really asking a lot of any product lah. So I think that it is for a 12-hour wear, as long as you have time to blot and also reapply, there wouldn't be much of a problem. So I would rate this pretty well. I think it is quite worthwhile for the 20. In Singapore here it's like around $20. You can get quite a lot of use out of it, and I think it does live up to quite a few of its claims. So let me know what you think of this product if you have tried it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!